yeah. So we have Guile versus Archon here. Archon being the team you were talking about before, but Guile still, I mean, being pretty darn strong in this setting. They're the Pro Division for a reason. They've won tournaments and placed very high multiple times across the board. And I'm really interested to see what's going to happen on this field here. I expect the Bruiser bans or none at all again. I mean, they're still very strong even with the nerfs and alterations here or there, but actually a Wraith ban. I mean, it makes sense. The back it up is very, very impactful. Plus, a proper offensive surprise can be detrimental. And Muriel, love me some Muriel. And by that, I mean, I hate Muriel. Huddy knows how much I do. Her plus Rev is deadly. But there's the Sevarog pickup immediately. I mean, what do you think? Yep, Rampage. Mirroring that along with the Kwong. I mean, what do you think? Seb and Ramp still are probably going to be having this 100% pick ban or very, very close in this Pro Division, right?
Oh, absolutely.
They're too impactful not to at this point in the game. I don't know how I feel about it entirely, but I like the Kwong. You think this is probably going to be a Kwong solo? He's with all of the buffs that he had gotten across the board. His sustain's there, his trade's there, and all in all, he can bully almost anyone, not everyone, but almost anyone out of lane. But do you think this is a Sev jungle or solo?
It's solo. He's so strong in that lane, and it's very rare that you see a Sevarog lose. It's very rare because you see that rush spike in, and then he just gets all his stacks, and he's so hard to get out of there. It's going to be a Kwong versus Sevarog, if I had to guess. I mean,
I agree. I've seen Guile playing some Sev jungle, but I agree with you. He just stacks so much faster in the solo lane, plus the damage from his Q is huge early game. But yeah, we have a Zinx and a Grux coming out too. I mean, you think this is a Fable Grux support? I'm joking. No, please don't meet me on that. But Zinx support probably. I would think we see her emerging a lot more in the competitive scene as support role for good reason. Mm-hmm. My main problem with the Zinc support is that she doesn't have as an impactful level 5. Yes, you can be a lot more offensive with it, but it's not like a steel shield slam. So because of that, you really have to be a lot more or trade properly early game to give yourself this distinct advantage. And that's what she can do very, very well. Level 1 and 2, she has such great CC with both her Ricochet stun and the AoE slow she gets from Bad Medicine. But Decker support coming out from Archon. Decker making a reemergence here.
Decker's very strong. If you can hit those stuns, we've seen Jay Leo playing him a lot, practicing him a lot. If you're able to hit those stuns, she's probably the best support in the game, honestly. But you got to hit those tricky stuns.
Yeah, the stuns are very tricky, and if you know how to place them properly, it's great in general. The slow bubble is actually moderately strong out, and a Revenant, not surprising to me at all. Revenant, just being a snowball king currently, can do as much damage in 3 shots as other carries can do in 10. It's nasty. But yeah, talking about the Deckers still, Decker being kind of that quintessential support for the longest period of time. She finally is coming back with the, not balances, but the fixes to her kit. And I think what's going to make or break this Decker here are the ultimates. You can land those stuns, yeah, but it's just a skill shot. Knowing when to use those ultimates both offensively and defensively, especially offensively. Oh, baby. You can make some plays. But a Faye coming out from Guile. What do you think about that? I mean, it's probably Faye mid, right? Just the bully.
Oh, absolutely. Faye mid with, oh my God, why am I can't think of the red card right now.
Amplification Engineer?
Amplification Engineer just makes her so strong. Her damage spikes so much.
Oh, yeah. And a Grim.exe coming from Guile eSports. I mean, I love myself some Grim. The refrigerator man himself. Little brother of Crunch here, rolling on out. He's kind of a pseudo hyper carry and can do a lot of work if you know how to play him properly. But that said, you tend to lose trades. You got to be a little bit more careful. And a Morgesh coming from Archon, so this will be a Faye v Morgesh.
Absolutely.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of playing Morgesh into Faye, but we'll see if Archon can make it work.
Her poke is so strong. Her damage scale so freaking high. It can possibly go in there and just do whatever the heck they want when they want and how they want to do it. We'll see what's going on right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready to start this match. Are you ready? Archon, first competitive match in a not even ranked, first live match since they reformed over the weekend. They're in the PML. We're good to go. I am in game. We'll do the countdown right now just to make sure. I'm at 7 seconds. You ready? 3.
Oh, yeah.
2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Paragon Fight Night Season 2 has started. with Archon versus Guile eSports. We are super, oh my god, there we go. We are super excited to show you guys everything. We hope you guys are excited. Let's go. And
oh yeah, I'm very excited, especially for Guile eSports into Archon here.
Go ahead and introduce everyone for us. Please.
Okay, yeah, I wonder if you wanted to or if I were going to, but I want to start out and introduce Guile over here, my boys. I'm a big fan of them personally, but we got Azzy on that fade mid, Ghost on Grim.exe in the carry position, Louisier, did I say that correctly? I think I did. Maybe not. Louis over here on that Zinc support, Regal on the Sev solo lane, and iDog on the Grux.
Here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Mad's probably the best jungler in the game. Well, probably not. When he comes back, it just absolutely goes crazy. I'm just excited. And guys, sorry about the names flip-flopped on the top. We had a DC earlier, and I had to flip-flop. But we're good to go. See, we do see Reflex. We do see Regal on Severog. And can we just take 1 second to say how Facchini good this game looks? How freaking amazing it looks.
Oh yeah, it looks just top notch. Add some Christmas lights to the top of your stream and you are ready for the winter season. I mean, why not? Every other streamer's doing it.
No, I'm going again. And we're seeing Regal and Reflect going at it. Reflect, one of the best players in North America, obviously. I'm just going, and look at all that health already. I mean, look at he's going, he's not letting him farm. Trying not to let him get the siphons up, to get those stacks up. They did rework Severog, making those stacks a little easier. Anyone can get it, but anyways.
Yeah, so Sev's stacking mechanic is not just based on last hits, as you all probably known and learned through multiple games of just pain. But he's one of these characters that you have to trade properly with and very, very smartly with, because he does have very good base damage on his Q and his basic attacks themselves. So when we saw Reflect engaging there, he was engaging with his right click, which gives him extra armor. So when he is making bits of health as oh, and a gank.
Zing is all kind of nervous here, trying to run around, dropping down, trying to protect their carry. Nice job, just making sure that the carry is able to get away. We're gonna see Ram over there able to secure the kill as a very strong early game Revenant. At first I was like, why did he pick Grim? And I just thought about it because of that Obliterate and being able to put the shield on and get rid of the Obliterate and get mana from it is a good play, a good counter pick there.
Well, the shield only blocks, does it block? I thought it only blocked one proc of the Obliterate.
I thought it was the ability, the entire ability.
I would have to test that myself, because I assumed it was an instance of damage. Either way, I mean, Grim can be interesting here, but Regal going in for a gank onto Reflect, trying to get a little bit of compensation for it, but Reflect getting out with a smidge of health left. I mean, they could have tower dived.
They could have got him. They decided not to.
It would have been risky.
Would have been worth.
Played a little bit safer one, but bad. They caused the back. In early game, causing your opponent to back is nearly as good as killing them. You're forcing them out of those last hits, and especially against the Severog, he is getting farther ahead, and that's a huge, huge part of carrying as a Severog.
Correct. I like everything that I'm seeing here. Let me ask you, what do you think of the Zinc support? We're seeing it happen more and more. She is very strong, but you have to combo those stuns, right? You have to hit a couple minions first to get them, because it stacks per minion that you hit.
I mean, it takes a little bit of finesse to it, but I prefer her stun over, I think, almost any other supports in the game currently, just because it is so easy to land. In general, like, any other supports you have to hit like a skill shot, be close range. With her, you just hit a minion when they're farming. And if you'd hit the right one, you're going to be getting a fairly substantial stun. And then comboing your bad medicine with that, you get a slow on top of it. You put that with a Grim, who has even more CC. Your chase potential and trade potential is huge, along with just insane gank assist. Like I said in the draft, my problem with Zinx is her level 5. She gains self-shielding, which is a very self-centric type of ability. And that's not something you want in like a support hit. Per se, so level 5, she tends to have a less impactful ultimate.
I like the pressure that Ghost and Lucier is putting on Ram right now. You can't just sit back and let Revenant get that crit chance, get that damage built up, because if he's one of the heroes where he snowballs, it's a super snowball, because using his ultimate to get that extra bounty. Just allows him to go so much higher. Jumping over to mid lane right now, we have Meds invisible. As he has no clue, about to eat the rats in the face. His Meds roaring, trying to say, I am Rampage. What a nice massive grab. He was able to get the damage going across the floor. He's sweet. He doesn't know who to attack. There's Azzy with a nice fail, pulling everyone in, but no one's going to die here. Arsenic gets, oh no, Enoch with this massive grab the rock. Coming over Rampage. Enoch was able to get the extra kill. Nice job. Rampage gets away, just Meds is like, going in my jungle. I'm good to go.
Yeah, so we see a difference in jungle style here slightly from Meds and IDOC. Meds, I see a lot of early game aggression from both Meds, or junglers like Meds and Jay Leo. They go for these very, very early game level 2, level 3 ganks, usually pick something up in the solo lane, possibly duo depending on their team composition. But IDOC did play a little bit safer. He farmed up a little bit more, got his full set of abilities, and went for something they made a play, and they were very, very impactful with that play. They were able to pick the skill and get a little bit harder. But as he moving in for the gank on to Reflect.
Oh, nice subjugate. Was able to get him as he was throwing down a root, trying to slow him down just a little bit, reflecting all kinds of stuff. I don't think he's going to get away. Regal's not letting him have it. As he hitting those those nettles, those harvest nettles. And as
that ladies and gentlemen,
malfunction.
But I mean, yeah, she was down on ulti, but they did a tower dive, like we were talking about earlier. They had the health there to do that tower dive, and they're really putting Sevarog ahead right now. That solo lane is on. Can Seb get to a point where he can just bully the heck out of Kwang, or can Kwang get to a point where he can stand on his own legs? But IDOC moving in for a gank on Arsenic. Moving over, following with Arsenic right now. Here he's going. He's trying to get away. He has all his health. I think they missed everything. They did. They completely missed staying with this right now. Oh, there's the pull. Then the smash grab going in. And the uppercut. Oh, they did not miss. I just had a health glitch, so I had no clue what's going on. Lucier over in the right lane. Goes coming in. They do have 4. They're waiting for it. Let's jump to the high camera view here. Let's get a better view as they come in. Here comes Jay Leo. Jay Leo usually that jungler, but now he's a different shot calling role. He is now in the support. So the jungle and the support are 2 shot callers. We want to see how him and Meds gel together. They've been rivals for a year and a half. Now they're playing together. They're saying definitely. I mean, we've seen Jay Leo and Meds were, I mean, quote unquote, arguably 2 of the best junglers in this game. I say quote unquote because in my opinion they kind of are the best junglers in this game within their team setting. They're very, very strong, and Jay Leo has a strong background in support anyways, and he's there to help those games, help with just positioning and watching. Reflecting all kinds of trouble, does get subjugated, gets knocked into the wall. He's running, he does have his shield down, Regal going after him, hitting him with a siphon, chasing him down. He still has about 450. Another subjugate there. He gets him down. Then he uses his ultimate, but who was waiting for him? Enoch was waiting for him, chasing back over there, trying to get him. Hits him with the uppercut, knocking him around. Left, right, left, right, left, right. It's all in a mind. If you need a teacher, Enoch will do you fine. Nice rock! Oh, there's still a tower there, and Enoch was able to get out of it. We have the invisible tower there. Meds did throw a rock, trying to secure the kill, but they were not. This is freaking awesome. Guile putting up a good fight against the super team right now. Doing a they have this monster of a solo laner in Sevarog, and they're doing everything in their power to get him ahead. They ganks, Grux ganks. Everyone is visiting that lane to just stomp on Reflect. They don't want Reflect to get ahead, because Reflect is very strong in general, and Regal's going in for an invade. Possibly? No, he's going to be back down here. It was like, there is a rampage in that jungle, my man.
And his name is Meds.
Oh yeah, 2 things you don't want to mess with: ramp in his own jungle and Meds in general.
That is one thing that Guile's going to have to be on top of. They don't want to get into a team fight in the jungle. Rampage gets that extra health regen, and even with a Blight card on, he's still sitting around 250 health regen at endgame, even with Blight all over. Oh, I just jumped over to mid lane to see Regal finishing off Morghast over there. Morghast in a little bit of trouble. And look at it. We are about, what are we in game time here? 9 minutes in, 10 minutes in, and we're going after the first Fang Tooth right now. And Guile is going to get it. Guile in a commanding lead right now. Guile doing what they want, how they want to do it.
Well, I mean, it's all kind of stemming around that solo lane. They were able to put themselves ahead there, and the Rift Game, they know they're not going to be winning an early game against the Revenant. Revenant is just an early game hero, and he snowballs hard. So they're trying to stagnate that lane and get what they can over there while they can, or get what get the economy that they can from that lane without giving too much up, and just get their Civarg ahead and use that to snowball, which we saw him as soon as he pushed that wave up, he rotated mid, they made him play mid, then they took mid tower, or they took Fang, then they took mid tower, and they're really playing to that strength. Right now they've cracked the map wide open, and they have plenty of control on their side.
Very well. I'm excited. Guile has been that team who hasn't quite been able to take that next step. They're trying to do it right now. In Paragon Fight Night, Season 2, Week 1, going against the Juggernauts live. And they're trying... Oh, my game is glitching. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash.
Oh, please, baby.
Okay. It did not crash. Okay.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, this is probably some of the best play I've seen from Guile. In general, I like... kind of switching topics slightly. I want to talk about that Grim again. I didn't think about this immediately, but as I just saw Ghost doing it, Grim has insane poke with his ultimate. People played him mid for a while when Iggy got reworked and was very, 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 very strong, just to poke him out of lane. And a Revenant can easily ult you under your own tower, take you out, but if you're constantly keeping them below half health, they aren't going to. It's an interesting idea, and I personally think it's...
Oh, nice smashing guy right there. Was able to take him, and just like that, Revenant taken off the mat. Told to sit down for a good 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, that's what we want to see. They've gotten their solo lane, they've cracked open mid, now they're focusing on the safe lane, because as soon as they take this tower out, they have complete control of that thing, too. They should already have map control over the area around Prime. I'm worried about lack of warding on it, but hopefully they'll be getting some wards onto there before they decide to make a play. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. Oh, no, they're just going in on it. They're just going for it right now. I like it. The whole team's going to be there. We have our first fight. This could just be a jump bait, and it looks like it is. Going in, Med's trying to get his ultimate out. He has to get it, but there's that health regen keeping him, taking all the damage. He did what he had to do. Oh, Reflect with a big misplay there. No reason to go in after he was taken down. Reflect's going to pay for it. Oh, nice job by Jay Leo, just trying to support, trying to keep people alive right now. Staying with Regal. He does get the subjugate on Arsenic, beating up on him. I have no clue how much health he has because we have health regen. Ram coming in, finishing someone off with that obliterate. Regal just chasing him down. He's like a fat kid that wants the cake, and Reflex is holding on to it. The big old boy. He's like running around. Here comes Ram just jumping in. Yep. And he's going to get it. Oh, there's a subject. We got invisible towers, so I don't know which towers are up and which towers are down. How Ram's playing, I think that tower's on. He's now backing off.
Mid is down. Mid is down. Mid G1 is down. They took that out after the first Fang Tooth. But yeah, I mean, it was a good bait into initiation from Guile. I mean, if I were them and they're saying, hey, they probably have wards on this, we can force a fight here. If we force a confined area, we can get ahead. They take out the front line immediately. My problem with it is the focus fire after that. Reflect jumps in, and then we have Louisier backing up because they're lower. They chase, they get them low, but the rest of the team is focusing on dancing around the enemy backline. I would like to see a little bit more team coordination on the focusing targets in that specific instance, so we didn't see as much going to them as I expected. But hopefully next up we should get some better. That's in this mid, possibly looking to get cheeky?
I don't know. I don't think you can take down Regal yet. They're going...
I don't think so either. But I think he's getting vision here. He's going to check out, see where they're moving, see what's up.
They're going after...
I don't think they have much.
They're going to get the second Fang Tooth uncontested. Now they got that extra movement speed for the entire game now. I believe it's 10% movement speed, right, with the second Fang Tooth?
Yep, out of combat movement speed, 10% increase.
And that's a big deal, especially when those towers go down. Guile eSports putting Archon backs against the wall. Nice job. And I did forget to mention this earlier. A big shout out to Sylphin and his entire YouTube community and channel. We know we're streaming on there. Hello, everyone. I will try to answer your questions blindfolded, Cannabis. How are you guys? Thank you guys for joining us today. Paragon Fight Night Season 1, presented by Power Gaming and Herbalife.
Thank you, our sponsors. You all are beautiful and amazing. We love you dearly. Looking at this match right now, in your opinion, what do you see needing to happen for Archon? Because, like we said, we have high expectations from them coming into this. This is really their premiere showing in our eyes. What do you think needs to happen here?
They just got to win a big team fight. A team fight and here we go right now. Ram going out. Look at all that damage that goes. Absolutely no chance. The obliterate going through, having to back off. Oh, what happened over here? Well, the tower just went. having no chance at all was Ghost, and then Obliterate with that extra bonus damage just took him from 50% done off the map. And I'm sure I'm having a good, because there's no way he's just rocking Possessed Break-In. 12
yeah,
minutes,
I think
15 minutes into
too. Yeah, he has Heavy Hitter and Possessed Break-In currently. He's level 9.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he is hitting hard, as that card would suggest. That 15% bonus. Yeah, 15% bonus basic attack, compounding with his 4th shot on his revolver, is deadly, as we saw him taking out Ghost very easily in 1v1. And this is kind of what Revenant can do at level 5 and so on. If he
Reflect, getting in, subjugated right into it, phase right there to do all the kinds of damage she can. There's the ultimate Reflect, not going to have a chance. Reflex getting beat like a redheaded stepchild over in the, I can't even call it the safe lane, solo lane. I want to say safe lane, but it's solo lane now because there is no safe lane.
Oh yeah, no, there's no safety over there for Reflect. That is the worst name physically possible for it. Currently, he has been camped and beaten into the ground throughout this match from Faye and from Crux.
Matt's in trouble, gets Massive Grab pulling in. Look at him take the damage, but his health is going on right now. Can he get out of this? I don't think he's gonna. He's just doing uppercuts. Jay Leo with a nice gate was able to save him, pull everyone off. Right now, Guile seems like they're the more experienced team, and that's because they are. They've been playing together for a couple months now and had some good matches against Reborn and Oxy, and this hybrid team right now, Archon, is struggling. Their timing is a little off. Guys, we'll take this opportunity right now to fix the bugs. Let's fix the bugs right now. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. I'll meet you at 1655.
I'm at 1636 in game.
1636? Not in game. I'm talking timer bar. I'm at 1640.
3, 2, 1. We are back live. Okay. Hopefully that gets rid of. Oh, why is that not working? All right, that has to get fixed, guys. I'm sorry about the spoiler alert. GG Stream Deck.
But I mean, we see another thing. Now, this is the big one. This one matters. The compounding power helps, and the plus 8 PM does do a lot. But the 15% bonus damage to non-heroes is terrifying. Not only will you shred inhibs, you will just tear apart Prime in general, especially when you have something like Grux on the field who gets that bonus basic damage with his ultimate. What he can put out is kind of insane with that 15%, and it's kind of a big problem for Archon right now. They're losing these Fangus, they're losing multiple fights, but adds to being caught out by Reflect possibly.
No, he's there. He's got Rito to back him up. Rito's sitting there with a couple thousand. And
yep, couple thousand, casual couple thousand.
Couple thousand.
They're not going to take that engage. They don't have entire vision. They're a little bit worried. They are behind right now, but they're just hard shoving this. They're grouping and pushing as well. It looks like Ram is going to be taking out the Ghost.
And Jimmy Cricket win. Archon formed literally over the weekend. It took 2 players from Reborn and 3 from Oxy. A completely new team. Guile's been around together for a while. Jay Leo's got to get out of there. He was able to go. Oh, there we go. There's the tether right now, saving Jay Leo's life. Jumping over the face. Hey, spoke a little too soon. Jay Leo could not get out of there. Rigo has to rotate over. They need to win this team fight. Right now, they're starting to fall dangerously behind. Only 3 kills for Archon compared to Guile. And they're going for the prime. We're at 19 minutes, I'm going to guess.
Yep, about 18:30 in, and there goes the prime. Like, so that 15% is huge. It's just insane amounts of damage. That's being caught out as well. Looks like he will be making the difference here. Played a little bit of space between them. I mean, Jay Leo got caught out. He saw a great peel from both Reflect and Meds. In the end, it just came down to better positioning from Guile. They had Azzy there already rotating and covering the escape routes, covering the flank even possible, and giving them that just a little bit extra protection, a little bit extra, a few more options on the field, if that makes sense. And because that we saw Jay Leo going down, they immediately pressure that into a prime. Yep. They don't have that as much hard CC, they don't have the zoning. They're going to be a little bit more hesitant, as we saw. They didn't get there until Prime went up, which is probably purposeful anyways, but at the same time, they ended up losing it, and things are transitioning poorly for them.
Missing the subjugate is Rigo, but decides to turn around and back off, go defend its tower right there. No reason to get caught out. They have Prime off the map.
I doubt that. I think that was more, I want to get stacks than defend tower.
Yeah, that's true.
Make me big. I mean, they have this prime. They're going to be setting these wave pressures and hopefully grouping for a fight. They have the kits and they have the lead to win this. Yeah, so they're hard shoving the right lane currently. And they just have to get one proper team fight, and it's going to be a free inhib.
They're going in right now. The game's far from over, but it's going to be tough right here. But if anyone's going to do it, it's a team of J. Leo, Reflect, Meds, Ram, and Arsenic.
Amazing players across the board. I'm pleasantly surprised by the turn of events so far. Just Guile taking the pace of this match and making it their own, and rolling so far. So we'll be a 2-2 falling. First one of the game. Those jump pads are offline.
Going in, so jump pads are down, and they have the movement speed. Plus, they have the mini prime. There are Meds trying to fight right on the tower. Nice job by Meds. Turning around, backing off right now. Oh my God, Enoch with a triple pull, and they're all after Meds. Enoch, you're the true MVP, man. Bringing in the Grux. Nice smash and grab there. And then as he was able to pull them all in with that fade, the inhibitor is down. Are not going to lose, in a lot of danger of losing their first competitive match in a official tournament or whatever this week. But it is a season, and that's why they're playing it. They want to figure it out. Guile eSports.
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be game.
Taking game one. Ladies and gentlemen.
Whew. Looking at economy even, I mean, the 20,000 lead for Guile, they set that pace and they just rolled with it, like I said. Made it their own.
Nice job. Well done. Looking at the builds real quick. Nothing out of the ordinary.
A lot of Sprikins.
Yeah.
A lot of Sprikins. I will point out, I love the Yomi Guardian. Just in general, it's one of my new favorite cards. That and Thorned Yomi as well. All of the Yomis. Just give me all of them. With its fix, previously it blocked ability and basic. Now it just blocks the basic. But it's very strong, and I love the extra trade potential and team fight capability that it gives you.
Well done. Taking game one. And again, guys, it's the best of 3 every week. So Archon has a chance to come back, win game 2, and then they'll go to a game 3. But if Guile wins both games, they get a bonus point, so they'll take 3 points for the week. We are going to take a short break. I'm going to reboot my stream deck so I can actually utilize it during the cast. And